Alright everybody, tonight we're going to take apart this Kizer T1 here. I'm going to do a little anodizing work on this and see what we can get done here. Let's check out and see if we can figure out what these pivot sizes are. That seems a little bit small. So that's the 7. So let's move up to an 8, shall we? Let's see what an 8 does for us. So there's a 7. I'm guessing this is the 8 here. Alright, 8. 8 snug. 8 looks like it fits all these here. And we'll need something smaller for that, probably the 6 here. Okay, so let us begin with the 8. Now be real careful. Don't try and force this stuff. Just get in there and just loosen it a little. That does not want to be loose. Alright, it's starting to loosen up just a little bit there. Maybe a little Loctite on here. Take your time, don't kink up your screws. Yeah, somebody put some Loctite on here, so some heavy Loctite. Put your screws in there. It's kind of all gunked up, and man, they really went heavy on this Loctite. Dang. Oh, I hope the rest of it's not like this. Let's see. No, that one's pretty easy. Alright. So there you go. That's nice. Please, no. Alright, that one's good too. Alright. So far, pretty good. Not too horrible. Remember, keep your stuff together. Don't forget to take some pictures if you haven't taken these apart yet. And take your time. Alright, this one is kind of gunked up and dirty a bit. We'll clean it up a little bit. Alright, there's your blade. Put this aside. Now, when you're doing this, remember, this is going to fool some people. Fooled me a couple times. There's a ring in there that the bearings run on, so you got to get that ring out of there. Especially if you're going to do anodizing and stuff, you don't want that ring in there sucking up all your juice. So give a little pop and it won't come out. We'll figure out how to get that out in a second here. Okay, so pop this side out. Man, this stuff needs to be cleaned up a bit. Pop your pieces out like so. Make sure you get that out. Alright, now we can work on the other side. Scale screws here. See if this is not a problem. Whew, man, I love it when it's easy. It makes me happy in my soul. Alright, there we go. This one's wanting to spin on me. No, don't spin on me. Whoop. Pop that one out. Alright. Pop that out. There's that. Okay, now we get this screw out here with our 6. So you get the 6, get the clip off. Go slow. You don't want to start stripping stuff, you know. No fun having to send this stuff in and get strip screws taken care of. Take your time. Take your time. This thing is pretty easy to take apart and put back together. You just got to take your time so you don't mess it up. Alright, so there's that, there's that. Now let's get the... Oh, that screw just kind of fell out. There we go. Alright, now we got to get the lock bar insert taken off of here. That shouldn't be too hard. Those screws are coming out pretty easily. A little tappy tap. Put those in their home. And everything's coming on just fine. Get this off of here. If I can get this screw out of there. There we go. That tapped off of there. Now we get a little pry tool and just kind of pop this off. No, it doesn't want to come off naturally. Well, let's keep trying to figure that out. Maybe we'll poke this through here. That's what we'll do. Get a little poke and get our plastic hammer and get that off of there. That did not want to come off of there. Alright, we'll figure that out. But anyways, that's how you take it apart. I'm going to try and get these washers out and put this back together once I get it done anodizing. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can put this T1 back together. First, check out that. Yeah. Souped up my handerer a little bit. Alright, enough of that. Let's get back to work here. Alright, now if you do ano in the future, you gotta wear gloves. Like, gotta get some of these little dark spots out of here. I'll do that after I put it back together. Turned out pretty good. A little bit of green there. The guy was wanting some green, so I gave him some green. The first thing we'll do is put, oh, this screw goes in there. Remember this one screw we did? Wait, where's my glasses? I'm not used to wearing these yet, but I'm getting there. Alright, so we gotta put the screws back in there before we put that clip on, remember? Alright, put that there. Well, maybe we should put this back on first. Let's try and do that, shall we? Alright, so let's put the clip on. And then there's a little tube that goes into it, I think. Yeah, there is a little tube. Let's screw that into that. I gotta screw that tube on first, so it'll fit into the spacer there, that back spacer. And there we go. That's what makes it fit in there, see? And we might as well do it with that one too, just to make it easier on ourselves. Get that other tube. Another tube, just kind of screw it in there. Go gently so you don't mess it up or force anything and start rethreading stuff. You don't want to do that for sure. Alright, take that spacer off, put it back on there. Alright, a little green and purple. Okay, now we'll put, let's get this over here. We will put the clip back on. Find the clip screws here. Those them. There we go. Oop, drop that one. Alright, put your clip screws in. I always put mine in first and then try to match up the holes a little bit as I go. And then you get your T6 back out. You can put that in there. Alright. Get that in there. T6. Alrighty. Don't strip it out. Just take your time. You gotta muscle through this. You muscle through it, you start messing things up. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, now we get the little block bar insert. Get that out here. We'll line it up properly. Put that in there. Could be a tight fit, so don't get anxious, just take your time. Don't you worry, it's all going to go back together. You just got to take your time, be patient. Now there's some things I'm not going to say that about, because I've had some knives I just gave away. There was a Ganzo automatic. After I've been doing this channel for about 3 months, 2 or 3 months, maybe 2 months, no, it was about 2 months. Took Ganzo apart and could not get it back together. So I shipped it off to an engineer guy out in California. Check that out. Now all these smudges will come out because it's just oil on my fingers getting caught up in there. Alright, oh, I was wondering what that noise was. Alright, so there we go. Got the spacer on. Now what you want to do is get your female part of the lock bar. Let's clean this up a little bit. This is kind of dark and black. I'll speed all this up. You don't have to watch this. Alrighty, let's get that up on in there. Okay, now remember, you gotta have the track for the bearings, and you gotta get your bearings in there. Okay, and you're also gonna have one last little tunnel pin here. Not gonna be any screws going into it, but it's just gonna sit there as the blade stop. There we go. All right, time for the blade. Put your blade on. All right. Now things are gonna get a little bit tricksy because you gotta get the bearings on and you gotta get this all together at the same time. Now, I think what you can do is actually slide this on here. Remember to do it backwards so the bearings have that track to run on. Alright? Alright, let's see if we can get this to measure up here. Not too bad. Looks promising. We may get out of this without too much hard work here. Alright, now we got to go back to our T8 to do the scale screws on this. Alright, there's one. Almost done here with the Kizer T1 reconstruction post anodization reassembly. Alright, now we just need the pretty Kizer pivot to fit in there. See if our dream will happen and we can get it going without any further problems. Is it going to happen? Let us see. Oh. Alright. Don't force it now. How did that come out? Uh-oh. I'm going to have a problem now. The track came out. Alright, well, let's back this out. Start all over again. That's why you don't want to rush these things. You saw me put it in there. I didn't forget it. Put those screws back. Even though you're coming back, make sure you do your stuff right. If you decide, poop, I didn't, then you forget to put your screws back, then you're going to run into some serious problems when you can't find your screws in a bit. So just take your time. It's all going to come back together. It's not always going to be super easy. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Be careful of the blade. It will cut. Alright. Let's see if we can't figure out what the issue is. Alright, so there's that. There's that. Alright. Now, it's just not going to let us do this. Oh, that's what the problem is. We got to line up that See the D on that pivot? We gotta line it up with the pivot over here. Alright, that's what the problem was. I had this issue the other day with a knife I was doing. So you gotta get this square on this way. See how that D is gonna line up with that D on the flat part of that pivot. Alright, so now we know what we're doing. Now we're kind of back on track. The more you do this, the better you'll get. You'll stop forgetting stuff over and over again like I'm doing. So let's see if this will work. See if we can get it to work, folks. Yeah, see, now that worked much better, much easier. You just gotta get the things lined up. It's all there. It's like a map. You just gotta take the right roads to where you're going. If you don't, well, then you're gonna be in trouble. All right. Let's tighten this down a little bit. No problem. I'm not going to put any Loctite on this and let the guy who owns this deal with his own Loctite issues, because Loctite is a personal choice. And I don't want to be the one who makes that personal choice. All right. One more screw and we should be finished here with the reassembly of the Kizer T1. And I'm going to have to clean this up just a little bit to get all these smudges out so he'll think it's pretty. Okay, there you go. Kizer T1 reassembly. Alright, I'll talk to you later.